Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin, and I am documenting my journey to complete debt freedom, including my mortgage and financial independence. And the way that I am doing that, I am following a zero-based budget, and then included in that, I am also taking part. I do cash stuffing, I use cash envelopes, I use sinking funds. And ever since having paid off our final, main consumer debt other than the mortgage, I am also taking part in some savings challenges. I don't know what I'm going to do with this money yet. I will probably put it towards investing or maybe some future purchases that we might want to make. But today I'm going to be stuffing $230 into my savings challenges. So I have my money just here. So there is 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 180, 90, 200, 10, 20, 25, and 30. So $230 going into the savings challenges today. I often get asked, how do I know what I need to have in denominations? For that, I use a cash breakdown sheet. So this is one that I have made, and it is available on my Etsy shop. It is based basically off of what the Budget Mom had, so I cannot take any credit for that. I have what the categories, so each of my challenges, how much I'm going to be putting into them if I know, and then what the breakdown of those denominations will be. So I'm able to total those up and then add that up and then get that for me from within my bank or from a teller or whatever it is that you're using. I do have $1 and $2, even though we don't have $1 and $2 notes here in Australia, we do have coins. This just makes it something that's usable anywhere. And just because I don't use coins, it doesn't mean that other people don't use coins. So I always have that. I have it off to the side. That's my cheat sheet. That is how I keep track of everything. I will usually either have it on my iPad or I will have it up on my computer. So that's how I know how much money I need. That's how I know how much to budget for as well. I always start off with my $5 challenge. So this is a relatively simple challenge to do if you are just starting off with savings challenges, you don't have a lot of extra money in your budget. Really simple challenges to do. I do the $5 challenge. I know people do a $1 challenge, $2 challenge, and you can actually do this whether you have notes or not. But whenever I have a $5 note come back to me in change, I set it aside and I just collect them up over the course of the month, and then I put them into a savings challenge envelope. Now, I personally do not keep track because I like having some kind of an element of surprise. I have enough order in my life that sometimes I like a little, surprise every now and then. Other people like to track it, whether they're saving each of their $1 notes or $1 coins, $2, etc. And so what I did make, and I have this up on my shop, is a very simple, it is a 3 challenges in one. So a $1, $5, $10 challenge if you're taking part in any of those. I didn't do the 2 because, I don't know, the $2 bill is hard to find, I think, sometimes in the US, and I can if somebody would want. But so if you want to keep track, then you would just mark one off each time you go. Each one has 50 pieces or 50 icons. So if you're doing $1, if you were to fill up a tracker, that would be 50, $5, 250, $10 would be 500. As I said, I personally don't track mine because I like the element of surprise, but other people, I know they like to track it that way if they need to go ahead and grab it, or they just don't like being surprised, and who are you to not like surprises? Surprises can be fun. But if that's something that you're looking at doing, that is up there for, like $1.50, $2 Australian, so super duper cheap if you're in the US. I am continuing my health is wealth, and for this I am putting $10 away. Some of the different things that I did this week, I went for a walk on the beach, which was both lovely and then also warm because we've been having a bit of a heat wave going on. Well, I don't know that it's a heat wave. We've just been having some really warm days here in Brizzy lately, and since I am just about a 10-minute drive or so from the beach. I went and I did a nice little 10-minute walk. And so a 10-minute drive, sorry, not a 10-minute walk. It was about an hour and a half walk. But $10 going in for that. Some of the other things that I have done just in terms of taking care of myself. So I can color in my sunshine and my palm tree, which I guess technically it's kind of like a palm tree, but it doesn't really have palm fronds. I'll cover in some music. So the purpose of the Health is Wealth is not about directly saving money. It is about taking care of yourself. And believe you me when I say that if you invest in yourself, even for no amount of money, if you take time taking care of yourself, you are going to be able to save more money in the long run, because you are going to feel better, you are going to have better health, you are going to feel more motivated to just do a lot of the different things around your life that it is that you need to do. So it ultimately does pay off. It's an indirect benefit that when you do one thing, it leads to so many tangible benefits in other areas. So I encourage all of you, as I said, you don't have to buy this, and even if you cannot do 30 days, start off with 1 day per week where you're just taking care of yourself, where you're looking out for yourself, your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, any of that. Take some time to yourself to be able to do those things, because at the end of the day, really, you're the first person that's going to be taking care of you. And here's something I hear a lot of time is, oh, well, if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of other people. Well, actually, that's probably not true, because if you look around your life, if you are, especially if you're a mom, even if you are not taking care of yourself, are the rest of the people in your life being taken care of? I am going to guarantee probably the answer is yes, that they are. It might be you that's taking care of them. It might be other people that are seeing to those. But at the end of the day, we do make sure that our loved ones are taken care of. And the person that you need to love the most is yourself. And you can disagree with me if you want. But when you take care of you, though, you just feel better. And when you surround yourself with people who are doing more positive things for themselves, you feel more motivated to do so, and you will feel less guilty. Why? Because we are the average of the 5 people that are closest to us. And so if we are around 5 people who are also taking care of themselves, we do not feel bad or like an anomaly for doing that. Now, if we're around 5 other people who are not taking time for themselves, and we feel as if we are an outsider and as if we should not be doing those things. So that's another important thing that matters. I will step down off of my psychology soapbox from that one. But what you do, who you surround yourself with, who you find yourself supporting you does matter, particularly in the area of positivity. There are more negative people than positive people in the world. Seek out the positive, and if you cannot find them, be the positive that you cannot find. My 26-week challenge, I had somebody point out to me that I'm supposed to be doing 2 weeks at a time, and the last week I only did 1, and I was like, oops. So this week I am going to go back to doing 2 weeks, and I am using orange in the spirit of it being October, Halloween. I know it's not really springy time here, and it does clash. So I've got 50 there, and I've got 50 here. And that is my dog banging at the door, wanting to get in because he is really warm, but he's in the shade, so he is all right. So I am putting $100 into my 26-week challenge, so 50 and 100. And that in the 26-week challenge, what does that give me? 51, 52, 53, 50, 70, 90, 510, 530, 550, 570, 580, 590, 95, 600, 605, 610. That is the nice thing about taking care of those large numbers. $610. I'm more than the halfway point. So woohoo, happiness and roses there. 600, wow, 610 already. That's also the other nice thing when you don't keep track, and this is the downside of using a marker when it sticks. Cyber Monday is getting another $25. So 25 going into Cyber Monday. That is coming up rather quickly. So Cyber Monday being the online shopping day after Thanksgiving. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. So $200. So almost, just under. So probably about 40% of the way there. I'm aiming for, oh gosh, no. I'm 2/3 of the way there, going for 300. I'm off on something. That makes sense. I'm always off on something here or there. Boxing Day. I am putting $30 towards Boxing Day. See, this is where I can see why people like doing just an even division of things, because it makes it easier mentally to keep track. So 20 and 30. So we'll see where we're sitting at for our if you're playing along at home, even better, Boxing Day challenge. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, $300, and $5. Yeah, so 300 and, geez, 305 out of 500. Okay, that's either this is adding up quicker than I thought that it would, or time is going by a heck of a lot faster than I have been keeping track, or a combination of both. But yeah, $305, that is going there. And I'm sorry if I sound confused, because I'm just going, how? Well, I mean, like, I know how, and I know how the math works, but okay. My Halloween savings challenge, so where I get to be, as I like to call it, a savings cougar, to be like my friend Chris, who is a savings cougar pup. This is from Caro Cash, or Caro Cash Budget, on Instagram and YouTube. And I was watching her video, and I think she was saying she had been contacted by like 180 people to get this challenge from her. She gave it away for free. And 180 people that have at least reached out to do this challenge. And so even if it's only 50%, that would be 90 people that are doing the challenge. Is absolutely amazing. She called it, I think, Frank the Tank. But whenever I hear tank, I think of Thomas the Tank Engine, because my son loves Thomas the Tank Engine, but I can't call a pumpkin that. So I'm just going to call him Frank the Pumpkin, or Tank the Pumpkin, or Splat, because that's what ends up happening with a lot of pumpkins. But $45 going into Caro Cash's Trick or Treat. So if we add that in with the previous week, let's kind of get everything lined up here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, $85. So $85 towards 150. Chris, I am so sorry. I don't know where I put my save or thrive. So I don't know the exact amounts that I am supposed to be saving, because I didn't spend them. I've been doing very good with a lot of that. So I just, yeah, I kind of have a handful of change here. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sure it's nowhere near enough that I'm supposed to be putting it in there. And one of you guys can call me out on it and tell me in the comments how much I should. But those coins are going into the graveyard. So I have the graveyard in the bats for the trick or treat challenge, and I have the save and thrive on the back because I just can't use spend or die because, well, you know, I just can't. And then my 13-week challenge, this is my spring 13-week savings challenge. I have one of these for each of the 4 seasons. Right now I only have it in where I have them printed off and laminated, but I am going to get a PDF put up of these. And so I'm putting $20 into the spring 13-week challenge. And again, it's just, yeah, you know, putting some smaller, well, to me, smaller amounts. I know that they're not small amounts to everyone. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70. That is in that 13-week challenge. So that wraps everything up for this week. I know I didn't cover, I didn't talk about out loud some of the different things that you can do to be taking care of your health, but you will have noticed if you were watching and not just listening, those different things popping up throughout the video of why you should do them and some different fun stats around that. Next week, I'm going to be covering an additional one as well. If you are doing the Health is Wealth challenge, I am getting caught up on catching up on messages and everything else. I've just gotten really quite a bit behind on different things over the past week, but I will be getting back to making those mentions and everything else from that. When I last checked, before taxes, $77 has been raised through the sales of my my PDF. I did have a second version of the PDF as well. I think I'm actually going to combine those two together. You can find that at my Etsy shop, which is Budgets by the Beach. It is a different name from my channel. So that is what I have for this week for the savings challenges. Just getting a bit thick, and we're only the 2nd week into October. So doing pretty well here. I hope all of you guys are doing well at home, whether you're doing savings challenges or not. At a minimum, I do really hope that you are looking out after yourself, looking after your health, taking care of yourself, because I cannot stress enough, health is wealth. And wealth is more than just money. Remember that. So, as always, remember to choose kindness, show gratitude, always keep a positive mindset, and I will see you in the next video.